Alrighty. Test 1 2. Perfect. Hello everyone. I'm your host Sidonian Muse. Tonight for the 7th race of NACS Season 1 we are racing at Imola at the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. And tonight looks like we got about 13-14 guys here ready to race, trying their absolute hardest to win here in Italy. Tonight we got both Red Bulls. We got Pete the Newfie and Smoke, aka Black Stappen. We got Jelly and Sparky in the McLarens, Vodka Victory and Great Ace in the Aston Martins, Abrupt Pew Pew in the Alpha Tauri, Mr. Playable in the Williams, Slingshot and Drooply in the Alfa Romeos, Malios and Zoom Zoom in the Haas, and Leo Hamilton in the Mercedes. So it should be a good one, folks. We're going to have a short 18-minute qualifying, set the grid, and then we'll have a 32-lap race here at Imola. Now, Vodka Victory, currently leading our Drivers' Championship. Currently in the lead by about 8 points or so right now. He's had 2 DNFs this season so far, but he's still leading. But just a couple points behind him at the moment is Pete the Newfie. So both these guys currently the 2 furthest up in the standings fighting for the championship at the moment. But not too far behind is Drooply Bunyan and the Alfa Romeo. So these are the top 3 guys in the driver standings at the moment. We'll see how each of them fare tonight. Be interesting to see if anyone else starts to make their way up in the standings as well, as we had Malios and the Haas win last week's race at Australia. So he's out to see if he can get a second win under his belt. Only just joined NACS, but then we also have Leo Hamilton, who is rather quick himself in the Mercedes. Wasn't able to race last week at Australia, so he's going to show up and also do his absolute best to win here as well. So some people will definitely keep an eye on tonight. And meanwhile, I'm sure both the McLarens are going to be trying to get themselves up in the constructor standings. See if they can get themselves up ahead of Alpha Tauri and Mercedes. That's going to be their goal for tonight. So we'll see how they fare. But it looks like the guys are going to ready up here now soon. We'll get things underway. Alrighty, folks, everyone's readying up. We're going to do this thing here now. Just doing one last check. Yeah, so we have 13 guys here tonight. Thought we were going to have 14 or 15, but we only got 13. But still, good crowd tonight. Hopefully they put on a good show. Imola, not the easiest track to overtake on, in my opinion. At least not to overtake cleanly. People are going to have to be patient and pick their moments where they can. They're going to have to pick their moments to go for those overtakes, because it's very hard to do so cleanly here. You got all tons of sausage curbs that can bounce you into someone if you're going for something. Turn 1 especially, people got to be very careful with through there due to said curbs, but other than that, it's mainly going to be overtakes on the couple straightaways that there are on this track, whether it's the start-finish line or at the chicane at the top of the hill at the end of Sector 2. So we'll see here now. This happened last week too when you're starting up the qualifying. It said session will start, so we'll see if it's actually gonna what's going on here. Because before last update, I've never experienced this, whatever this is, with this timer. Okay, there we go. So it finally started up the qualifying. Because, yeah, no offense, but Codemasters, like, this game feels great to play. It's a lot of fun, but unfortunately, Codemasters just shit the bed completely when it came to coding this game. Like, there's just so many glitches. So many glitches that, otherwise, this game would be perfect, but just ruin the game. And seeing right there, that's one of them. In 22 or 21, never saw anything like that. Like having to wait to load into the qualifying like that. Usually as soon as lobby booms up, boom. But I imagine that's Vodka Victory there. You have and Jelly coming out of the pits, one after the other there right away. So it looks like Vodka Victory is going to be the first driver on track. So we're going to, once he exits the pit lane, we're going to hold on with him here for now. Yeah. And because unless he invalidates Vodka Victory, will be the first person to post a lap time here, as he usually is. He likes coming out right away. Just to get a banker time in. Because anything can happen. Like, I can see where he's coming from. You definitely want to get something online. Especially at a track like this. Some of the track limits here, for the most part it's fine, but some of the track limits here can be a bit wonky at times. A little bit weird. So like I said, Jelly is also out, and it looks like Pete the Newfie in the Red Bull is also out on track now. But here we go, Vodka Victory coming around the final 2 turns here. He's about to start the first hot lap of the qualifying session. So let's hop on board Vodka Victory, see how he takes these first 2 turns here in Sector 1. Very important to get right. But something else that we haven't mentioned tonight is that we're also back in the team cars now, because fortunately, EA and Codemasters did put out a hot fix for this game that fixed the equal performance. So, fortunately, we're back in the team cars. Everyone's back in their respective car, and should be a good time. Should be a good time. I was afraid we were gonna have to do another race in those F1 World cars, but fortunately we don't have to. Vodka Victory gets through Sector 1 cleanly. No issues there. Going through Sector 2 now. Possibly the most important sector to get right on the entire track. These 2 right-handers here, very integral to your lap time. And, oh, unfortunately, see there, unfortunately, just barely goes a little bit wide there and gets his final 2 tires off track there. And that's going to be invalidation for Vodka Victory. Jelly is still in it, though. So Vodka Victory's going to have to go around again, but Jelly's still here now, coming up to the chicane at the top of the hill. Can he keep it together? Yes, he does. He got 2 final corners now if he wants to get the first lap time on the board. Jelly comes around the corner there. Oh, keeps it together. Almost has trouble turning there. Turning on those final 2 corners is absolutely terrible in my opinion, personally. Very tricky. But Jelly's going to cross the line with a 1:16.9 to start us off tonight. That's going to be the first time for people to beat. So meanwhile, Pete the Newfie coming around the final corner here now as well. Here he goes. Pete the Newfie's going to cross the line with a 1:16.5, beats Jelly's time by 4/10. So now 1:16.5 is the time to beat. I'm sure people are going to get faster than that, though. That's just to start us off here. But both solid times from these 2 guys. Definitely not bad times at all. Definitely respectable. That's for sure. We got a lot more guys out on track now. Like I said, we got Leo Hamilton just starting a hot lap here now, so we're going to hop on with him. As he's coming up through the first sector here now in the Mercedes. He gets through the first couple corners there scot-free. See if he can keep it together here as well. Yes, he does. There you go. Purple sector 1 for Leo Hamilton there. Comes around the corner there too. Very easy spot. Those that are not careful. But then Vodka Victory posts a 1:16.2. Beats Pete's time by a couple tenths there. Vodka Victory takes the lead for now. Zoom also gets a time on the board at 1:17.9, but it was on the mediums. But he does have a time on the board. So it is better than nothing, I guess. Hamilton gets through the top of the hill chicane, no problem. Coming down to the final 2 corners here now. Amazing camera angles from EA there coming down the hill, I must say. Truly stupendous. And here we go. Leo Hamilton's going to cross the line with a 1:16.1. Just barely beats Vodka Victory's time there, only by 1/10. I'm sure we're going to see some improvements from these guys here. But for now, Leo does top Vodka's time by 1/10 there. Meanwhile, Druply and Great Ace get their first times on the board, but obviously they're just their first times. As you can see, Great Ace is going around again here now, though. Great Ace on an actual hot lap here now, so hold on with him here at the moment. Malios also posts medium time to start off, 1:17.6. Great Ace doing fine here so far. Trying to get his first real time on the board. Keeps it together there. Only got one sector left now. Let's see. See what Great Ace can do here now in this final sector. Gets through the chicane, no problem. And now he just has to nail these final two corners. And he'll be home free. Here he goes. And Great Ace keeps it together. What's Great Ace's time going to be? His first serious time on the board is a 1:17 flat for Great Ace. That's going to put him in 5th at the moment, just behind Jelly. Not bad, but he's going to want more than that, I would imagine. Looks like Sparky lagged out, but Sparky has now managed to rejoin, and he's back in the lobby, fortunately, from what I can see. Fortunately, yeah, so apparently Sparky had to restart his game, but now he's back in the lobby. He's all fine and dandy. He's all good. Just Druply going back into the pits. His teammate Slingshot now coming around here. Hasn't really got a time on the board here yet. Is he... Okay, he is going to cross line. He is going to post this, but he's going to go again, because still only a 1:19. He's going to go in. Meanwhile, Mr. Playbill in the Williams is out on a serious lap. Still hasn't posted a time yet, though, I'm afraid. Still doesn't get a time on the board. Smoke and Abrupt are now on their out laps, so I'm sure we'll hop on with them there now in a second as well. See what kind of times they can get. Smoke, Pete's teammate, both of them leading the Constructors' Championship at the moment by 10 points or so. So it's important for them to both keep up these performances that they've been doing. Playbill keeps it within track limits there. So he is going to cross the line and post this. And Mr. Playbill gets a 1:16.9, bumps him up to 5th, just ahead of Great Ace. Great time there from the Williams driver. Awesome to see. Malio's still out on the mediums. Still hasn't gotten the softs. 9 minutes left of the qualifying session. Looks like Slingshot's gone into low fuel mode. Yeah, he's going to have to go back in. Still no time for Slingshot. He's really struggling here in this qualifying. He'll have to come out again on a different set of softs and try again. Smoke's still not on his hot lap yet. He's going around for one more lap to get these softs heated up. What about Abrupt? Abrupt, though, is on a hot lap right now. Just posted a purple sector 2. So we got these two final corners. Let's see what time Abrupt's going to put up in the Alpha Tauri. Sole Alpha Tauri driver at the moment. And Abrupt Pew Pew is going to cross the line with a 1:16.6. That's going to put Abrupt into 4th. A couple tenths ahead of Jelly. Just a 10th behind Pete. It's a great lap there from Abrupt. Very solid. All the top 3 guys, though, are back out once again on out laps to try to improve. All of them fairly close. Especially Leo and Vodka at the moment. We'll see what they can do. Jelly is also up 3 tenths on his time at the moment. Could improve over Abrupt here. Let's see. Let's see. Can Jelly do it? Can Jelly beat Abrupt's 1:16.6? Final corner here now for Jelly. Gets around no problem. What's it going to be? The McLaren's going to cross the line with 1:16.3. Huge improvement for the McLaren driver. My goodness. Wow. That puts Jelly up to 3rd. Amazing improvement from Jelly. He joined us for the 5th race of our season a couple weeks ago for Suzuka, where he was struggling all over the place. And he's been getting better and better, and now he shows up to Imola with a time like that. Wow. Good stuff to Jelly, my goodness. Showing that he is 100% confident at this track. He's definitely feeling good here tonight. Meanwhile, Vodka Victory also on a hot lap just posted a purple Sector 1. Looking to try to beat Leo Hamilton's time. Can he do it? Let's find out. These two right-handers coming up here momentarily. Oh, but Vodka Victory goes way off track. The game doesn't invalidate him, though, but I'm sure he lost a lot of time there. Is Vodka still going for it? I guess he's still going for it. But Pete posts a new fastest lap, a 1:16.1 as well, just like Leo Hamilton. So Pete saying, hey, I'm also up there. I'm fighting for this pole position tonight. Looks like we got a couple people, but also Pete's teammate, Smoke, in the Red Bull, also moves himself up to 4th. Just 1,000th of a second faster than Jelly. My goodness. Very close between the top guys tonight. But then Vodka Victory posts the first 1:15 of the qualifying with 6 minutes to go. A couple tenths faster than Pete or Leo. 1:15.8. My goodness, Vodka was flying there. What a flyer from the Aston Martin driver. My goodness. He's hoping that pole position's going to stick. Leo Hamilton is coming around, though. He's up 3 tenths on his time. He could possibly just barely top Vodka's time. It's going to be close. Here goes Leo Hamilton across the line. It is going to be a 1:15. It's going to be a 1:15.854. Just a couple of hundredths of a second, 400ths of a second faster than Vodka Victory's time. Look how close it is between the two of them. My goodness. As of right now, it's looking like the two of them are going to be starting on the front row together unless Pete can do something crazy here. But my goodness. Crazy how tight it is between these top few guys tonight. Oh my god. Super close between Leo Hamilton and Vodka Victory. Looks like Pete the Newfie, though, is going to be heading back. Looks like he's going to go around one more time. Meanwhile, who else is out improving on their time? Drewbley's still down in his time in 7th. Still hasn't been able to improve with the 1:16.9. Great Ace and Zoom Zoom coming out of the pits once again. Playbill about even with his time at the moment. Could potentially improve a little bit, though. But he is at least in the 1:16, so, like, you know, he is competitive, that's for sure. He's definitely competitive. He's still going here. Let's see. Keeps it together. We'll see. Yeah, he's up 2 tenths, so he could improve. He could move up a position or two here. And yeah, all good. Looking all good for Playbill here. Again, Williams still with no points in the standings. This could possibly be his first point finish in NACS. If he can continue this into the race. Here goes Playbill across the line. Oh, but unfortunately, lost a ton of time there. He messed up. He must have messed up because he was up on his time going into Sector 3. So unfortunately, he lost time there, and that's going to cost him because he definitely could. I know for a fact, yeah, he was up a couple tenths. He going into that there, he definitely could have improved, but he didn't, unfortunately. But meanwhile, Zoom Zoom and Slingshot, who are at the back at the moment, these Haas drivers are struggling here tonight. They were super fast in Australia, but now tonight at Imola, they're just they're having a bit of trouble keeping up. But we'll see here now. Zoom Zoom on an actual flyer here. Up a couple tenths on his time. Could improve. So the person he's trying to improve on... Oh, but he invalidates. Zoom Zoom invalidates there in that chicane. Oh, no. Only 3 minutes left of the qualifying. He's not going to have much more time left to fix that. Meanwhile, Slingshot still not using ERS. What is going on with Slingshot tonight? He hasn't invalidated, so I'm just confused. What is going on? Why has Slingshot not been using ERS tonight? And there goes Slingshot back into the pits. He still hasn't been able to improve. He's at the back of the field here in the Alfa Romeo. And now he's gone back into the pits. He's going to have one last opportunity. Why is he not using his ERS? Every time I've gone to him tonight, he's still been 100% full ERS. Like, my goodness, why is he going around so many times? Why is Slingshot going around so many times and not using his ERS? Like, what is going on? Sparky up 1/10 right now. That's not going to be enough to gain him another position. Vodka. Oh, and I almost missed it. I missed it there, actually. Jelly, in the Sparky's teammate Jelly, improves there over Pete. Gets a 1:15.9. Just a 10th off of Vodka Victory and Leo Hamilton's time. So, looks like Jelly, his teammate Sparky having a bit of trouble tonight, but Jelly looking like he's going to be competitive tonight. Super competitive. His teammate Sparky is up a lot on his time though. Could jump up here to like 6th or 7th. Here he goes. Sparky is going to cross the line. The other McLaren driver whiff a 1:16.5. Like I said, that puts Sparky up into 6th, just ahead of Abrupt there. So still a solid time from Sparky, but his teammate is actually outpacing him tonight, which is crazy considering how much faster Sparky was than Jelly last week at Australia. All the top guys that were out now on their outlap for their final chance to improve here and steal pole position away from Leo Hamilton. We'll see here. Smoke about even with his time here now. Didn't find any improvement in Sector 1. Can he find anything in Sector 2? Let's see. As Leo Hamilton starts what will be his final hot lap of the qualifying session. Everyone is out for their final attempt. This is Slingshot's last attempt to actually move up a couple positions. Same thing with these two Haas drivers. But oh my goodness, huge improvement from Abrupt Pew Pew in the AlphaTauri. Takes pole position from Leo Hamilton by 3/10. Where did that come from? Abrupt in the AlphaTauri takes pole position away with 30 seconds left of the qualifying from Leo Hamilton. 1:15.5, my goodness. Meanwhile, Leo is not even up a 10th right now going into the second sector. Let's see what it says at the end of the second sector. What is he up now? 2/10. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be really close with him and Abrupt here. Meanwhile, Vodka, Pete, and Jelly are also all out on their final flyers as well. Let's see, final 2 corners for Leo. He's gonna cross the line. Leo Hamilton crosses the line with a 1:15.4. Steals pole position away from Abrupt Pew Pew by 1/10. My goodness, though. Still, amazing time for Abrupt Pew Pew there. Crazy time. Huge improvement. But Pete the Newfie steals second from him. Just a couple hundredths of a second faster than Abrupt. Takes second away from him. What about Vodka Victory, who just got a purple sector too? Coming through the final sector here now. Can he improve as well? Can he get up into the 1:15.5, 1:15.4 territory that the other 3 drivers are in? Let's see. Super close qualifying between these top guys right now. My goodness, super competitive. You love to see it. Let's see. A lot of the guys finished here now. Vodka Victory is going to cross the line with 1:15.7. Unfortunately, just not going to be enough. So that means Vodka Victory is going to start in 4th with Abrupt in 3rd. I think that's almost everyone. Sparky going back into the pits. Druply crossing the line for the final time. Look like he's going to improve. 1:16.7 for Druply. Unfortunately, that's still going to be 10th. Slingshot was able to get a time there, but he's still only starting 12th there with Zoom Zoom at the back. So not a great qualifying for the Alfa Romeo drivers at all. Really struggling there tonight, both Alfa Romeo drivers. But wow, amazing work. Leo Hamilton still gets pole position, but it was super close. I mean, just look at the times. Only a 10th difference between him and Pete and Abrupt, so super, super close times. My goodness. So that's going to be pole position for Leo Hamilton with Pete the Newfie starting on the front row with him in 2nd, followed by Abrupt and Vodka Victory on the 2nd row. So this top 4 super competitive, and we cannot forget about Jelly in the McLaren, who's going to start 5th. Oh, and I didn't even notice it there. Wow, that must have been a last-second improvement there from Malios. Malios in the Haas got a last-minute improvement to a 1:16 flat. Wow. Okay, so that's so Malios is going to be starting 5th and 6th with Jelly. Then Pete's teammate Smoke, aka Black Stappen, is going to start alongside the other McLaren, Sparky. In 7th and 8th, Great Ace and Droopley starting alongside each other. 9th and 10th, Mr. Playbill and Slingshot 11th and 12th. And then Zoom Zoom and the Haas starting in the back. Unfortunately, it looks like Zoom Zoom wasn't able to get a solid time on the soft tires out there tonight. But he struggled in the qualifying, but it's always possible he could redeem himself in the race. You know, maybe he's just not feeling it on the softs, but on the mediums and the hards, he could go for a run here and still get himself in the points by the end of this race. But before we get into the race tonight, that's when the drivers like to take a quick little 5-minute intermission for themselves to prepare themselves for the full race. So I will see you guys back here in 5 minutes time for the full race. And we're back, folks. Sorry, I had a bit of a bit of a drill spillage there. I dropped a drink, and because it was closed, it was a closed fizzy beverage. It when I went to open it, it started fizzing out and dripped all over the floor. So I had to clean that up right quick. But we're back and we're ready to go. 32 laps here at Imola. Let's see what everyone's running tonight. It looks like we got the top three guys, Leo, Pete, and Abrupt, all starting on the medium tires. Vodka Victory started on the hards, going for the long run. Jelly in the McLaren, the only person starting on the softs tonight. Should be interesting. Starting on the softs, that could help him. But at the same time, maybe some of the guys are staying away from the softs. So we'll see. Most of the other guys are running the mediums, though. Mr. Playbill and Zoom Zoom are also both starting on the hards, just going for the long run. Smart thing, letting everyone else go at it, and they're just fighting to see if they can get some points at the end of this. But Zoom Zoom's teammate, Malios, fortunately was able to improve there and got himself up to 6th in the Haas, so we'll see. He'll be looking to capitalize if anyone makes any mistakes. Gotta give a shout out to Malios for doing a shoey after he won last week's race in Australia. Fucking badass. Here we go, everyone's lined up here now on the grid. Hopefully everything goes fine. Hopefully EA and Codemasters can have a game that works properly. Because last week we had some issues with starting after a formation lap. Stuff was like really glitchy, so hopefully everything will be fine now. Let's see. Let's see how everything is, I suppose. And here we go. And it's lights out, and away we go here at the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix. Is everyone going to get off the line? There we go, everyone's finally off the line. Okay, the game was really weird for me there. But Leo Hamilton still takes lead of the race. Pete Nufi still in second in the Red Bull. But here we go. I don't know why. Why am I now watching people in the back? I don't know what's going on. Here we go. Abrupt still holding third in the AlphaTauri. Oh, but a little bit of an incident there. Pete the Newfie has dropped back to 4th. Made some errors. Now is under pressure from the McLaren of Jelly, who's on the faster tire. Mr. Playbill has moved himself up into 7th. Big improvement from him there. This is the man who cares more about his race pace than his qualifying pace, from what I've heard. He is a man of the race. Vog Victory's now moved himself up in 2nd on the hards, putting the pressure on Abrupt Pew Pew, who's now has lead of the race. That's what I missed there. I was like, someone lost it there. Leo Hamilton lost it there. Has now started from pole position, has now fallen all the way to the back of the grid, so he's going to have his work cut out from him. But Pete the Newfie spins out. Oh, but so does Mr. Playbill in the Williams. Both Mr. Playbill and Pete the Newfie lose it there. Abrupt Pew Pew also picks up a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting, so now Vodka Victory is in the leading position of this race on the hard tires. Malios, because of all this chaos, Malios in the Haas has moved himself up into 3rd. Jelly in 4th. No yellow in sector 3. Leo Hamilton there being forced to slow down. Leo Hamilton now just behind Mr. Playbill at the back of the grid. My goodness, in one lap we've already seen so much chaos. Abrupt Pew Pew now holds lead of the race, but he already, on lap 1, Abrupt already has a 3-second time penalty for corner cuttings. That's not good. Also, Abrupt has already used up all of his ERS. Abrupt has used up all of his ERS. Just like that. Wow, so because of that, Vodka Victory comfortably takes lead of the race from him, especially since Abrupt got that 3-second time penalty. So Abrupt pushing extremely hard here to try to hold lead of the race, I guess, and just didn't work out. Here we go. Like I said, Pete has dropped all the way down to 11th now, got some work to do. Mr. Playbill is now pit for the soft tires. Pete and Leo both at the back, trying to catch up to Druply. But Jelly on the softs, trying to catch Malios. Smoke not too far behind in 5th. Great Ace has moved himself up into 6th. Slingshot, huge improvement for Slingshot. Has already moved himself up into 7th. Up into a comfortable position for actually ahead of his teammate Druply at the moment, even, in fact. But here we have Blue Jelly on the softs. Soon it's going to have DRS on Malios, and that's when he's really going to be able to put the pressure on him, I would imagine. Another vodka victory. Oh, huge trade of fast laps there, but Jelly now is currently holding the fast lap at a 119.7 on the soft tire. That's going to hold for now. But Malios looks like he's trying to put the pressure on Abrupt. Malio's still holding on to so much ERS at the moment. He got lots to work with. Leo Hamilton takes fastest lap back with a 119.9 on the mediums. But we can see here that Malio still has so much ERS in reserve. Abrupt has almost nothing. Another yellow in Sector 1. Oh no, looks like the Alfa Romeo of Drupely has lost it in Sector 1, I'm afraid. So he's now all the way back in 12th. Another one bites the dust. Another huge mistake tonight. It's going to cost someone. Smoke here now going at it with Jelly in the McLaren. Great Ace waiting in the wings. Both of them get past Jelly. Smoke and Great Ace move up ahead of Jelly. My goodness. But Abrupt and Malios going at it there. Abrupt lets Malios by. Especially since he has that time penalty. But Abrupt is going to have DRS on Malios here now, coming up to the straightaway. Meanwhile, Vodka Victory has pulled a 2-second lead to the rest of the guys. Here we go, Abrupt got DRS on Malios now. Ready to put the pressure on going into turn 1. Coming up here, Abrupt pew pew. Gets past Malios, takes second position back. The time penalty is really going to hurt him in the long run. Meanwhile, like I said, Smoke has moved himself up into 4th ahead of Great Ace and Jelly. Because the longer this goes on, the quicker Jelly softs are going to die off and he's going to start falling back. He's going to realize what's going on with his soft tires. Those soft tires. It's looking like it's going to be a completely dry race here at Imola, though. It's looking super sunny, super dry. So the good news for some of these guys is that it does look like it's going to remain dry for the rest of the race. So they don't got to worry about the wet weather, it doesn't look like tonight. And they won't next week, because next week we're racing at Bahrain. So, next possible chance of rain won't be until 2 weeks from now at Monaco. So, these guys are lucky. They've avoided... This is a pretty common track for wet weather, so looks like they've gotten lucky tonight. Malios is now going to have DRS on Abrupt Pew Pew coming up to the next straightaway. So, that is going to... that's going to help him here. Possibly retake second position from Abrupt. Well, I said Jelly's dropped down to 6th, almost slingshot, almost in DRS range of him now. Here we go. Malios, like I said, gets past Abrupt, no problem with the DRS. Yellow in Sector 3, though. Oh, looks like the Mercedes of Leo Hamilton still struggling again, losing even more time to the rest of the pack. Pete the Newfie is almost within DRS range of Zoom Zoom. In 9th, it would appear. Meanwhile, Great Ace is waiting for his opportunity, waiting for Jelly's tires to die so he can get past him. Not too much going on there. Vodka Victory just trying to keep that lead, keep the guys out of his DRS range. That's all he's trying to do. At the moment, someone went wide there, though. This is what it looked like to me. Someone went wide there, I thought. But Sparky's still in 8th, just behind Slingshot. Still trying to stay within his DRS. Used up almost all of his... Got like 20% ERS left at the moment. Until he's getting really frustrated. Oh, Slingshot had to go way wide off track there, though. That's not good. That's going to cost him a lot of time to Sparky now. That's going to give Sparky a great opportunity coming up to this DRS zone to get past Slingshot there. This could be the McLaren driver's chance to make the move, and it looks like it is. He's going to fly. It looks like he's going to fly by Slingshot like it's nothing here. And yes, he does. Yes, he does. Sparky moves up into 7th, just behind his teammate now, trying to catch up to his teammate, whose soft tires, I imagine, aren't going to last that long on this track, especially since it's perfectly sunny by his teammate. Oh, oh my goodness. Slingshot gets back ahead of Sparky because Jelly loses it. Coming through Sector 1 there. Jelly softs are dead. Oh no. What is he going to do? Is he just going to go straight to the hard tires now and say screw it and just do his pit stop now? What is Jelly's plan? He's now dropped down all the way to 10th now. Behind Pete the Newfie. Pete the Newfie, meanwhile, in 9th, still now within DRS range of Zoom Zoom in the Haas. Waiting for his opportunity to strike. on the Haas driver. Ooh, quick correction there from Pete the Newfie. A lot of the guys at the front are starting to get spaced out now. Though, like I said, Sparky is still keeping up with Slingshot and Pete with Zoom Zoom. So that's what we're going to hold on with here. Now at the moment, Pete's car getting really loose on him. My goodness. But yeah, so Jelly is our next victim of the night. Drops down to 10th there now. Leo Hamilton is trying to catch up to him. Another yellow flag. Sector free. Great Ace has retired. Great Ace is out of the race. That's going to be a full safety car. This is perfect for Jelly. This could be Jelly's opportunity to just say screw it and pit for the hards to go till the end of the race. Pete the Newfie sees the safety car, takes the opportunity. He's like, screw it, I'm pitting now. I'm getting my stop done. And Pete the Newfie going straight to the hard tires. And like I said, perfect opportunity for Jelly as well. Jelly now also pitting. But he's going to a different set of softs. So that means Jelly will still have to do another pit stop this race. Leo Hamilton coming out on a different set of mediums. So same thing, Leo Hamilton will still have to do another pit stop. But Pete's pit stop is done for the race. Pete does not have to pit anymore this race if he doesn't want to. Jubilee also coming into the pits now. But yeah, that's Great Ace out of the race. Where did he lose it to? Great Ace lost it somewhere. But, yeah. Jubilee comes out on the hards, fresh hards, to end the race. Mr. Playable picks up a 5-second penalty for speeding the pit lane. Oh no, that's going to cost him later in the race. But it was the right call to pit, though. Similar to what Jelly did. What's he going to do? Just want to see what he's going to do. He's going to come out on a set of yellow. So, Playable also doesn't have to pit if he doesn't want to, but I imagine he still will have to pit, though. I don't think he's going to be able to take these yellows. Same thing with Leo Hamilton. I don't think Playbill or Leo are going to be able to take these yellows all the way to the end. At this point, they're going to be hoping for another safety car. But, regardless, we're under safety car. Slingshot has worked its way up to 5th. Huge improvement for Slingshot here. The safety car definitely goes against Vodka Victory, who's pulling a consistent lap time advantage to the guys behind him. So now this is going to give Malios a chance to attack Vodka Victory. But Vodka is on the hard still. So because of the safety car, who knows, Vodka might just do a hard to soft strategy here. He might be able to conserve his hards well enough to go for that kind of strategy, you know. But what a turn of events. So we already have, 8 laps into the race now. We already have one driver out of the race, Great Ace. It looked like to me that was a clear cut, crashed on his own. I don't think Great Ace was near anyone because all the gaps were, you know, pretty substantial. So I'm pretty sure Great Ace just crashed on his own. And that took him out of the race. I'm afraid he's out. I might invite Great Ace, actually, see if we can get him in for the commentary pit box. Let's see if we can get Great Ace in here. I know that Great Ace is a fan of, he's a commentator himself. Great Ace also commentates lots of other F1 leagues. So he might get in here, he might not, we'll see. But yeah, so that's Great Ace's race is over. It looks like he crashed out or something, which is a shame because Great Ace, honestly, his pace was looking pretty good here. So that's quite unfortunate for him and for Aston Martin. As like I said, they're fighting the constructors with Red Bull and Alfa Romeo. And looks like Haas are also working their way up as well. Malios and Zoom Zoom could potentially have a double points finish here tonight for Haas. So they're also going to be sticking their foot in the door. So we'll have to see how that goes. But cannot count out, even though Abrupt does have that 3-second time penalty. You cannot count Abrupt out as well tonight. He's also looking super strong. And Smoke obviously had a rough race last week at Australia, but he's looking to redeem himself and is doing pretty good here so far as well in the Red Bull. His teammate Pete the Newfie lost it earlier. Is going to be starting on their safety car in 8th between the two McLarens. Which is going to be rough because Jelly's going to be behind him on the softs, putting the pressure on. That's going to be very rough for him. But like I said, lots of big guys. Like I said, doesn't matter how fast you are, because we see Pete, Leo, Drupally, Jelly, lots of guys who had the quality time have made huge mistakes tonight. So it's literally just whoever can stay the most consistent in the race. is who will come out on top. And right now, Vodka Victory has been the most consistent so far. Right now, it's his race to win, but Malios, who, like I said, only qualified 6th, had a really rough qualifying. Malios has moved himself up into 2nd. My goodness. Significant improvements. But like I said, some of these guys have not pit yet. They do still have to pit. They did not pit under the safety car. They still have to pit. So that could also cost them later in the race. We'll have to see. It looks like the safety car... It looks like the safety car is still staying out for another lap. So, yeah, it looks like it's going to be one more lap under the safety car. I guess because they're trying to give time for Playbill to catch up at the back. So, because this works out for Playbill as well. Like I said, he had to pit. He lost a ton of time. He had to pit early. But now he's going to be able to catch up and have a go at the guys again. So, this is a great opportunity for him as well. So this should be interesting. So we'll see here now. Looks like Great Ace isn't going to join for comms, but that's all he can do. You know, I imagine, like, the guys take this shit very seriously, so some might be, you know, when something happens like that, they might just say screw it and just say it, and they might just get off, so. But I know that Great Ace earlier was also having trouble with his notifications, so he might not even be seeing notifications to join the party. He was having, that's why we were a little late starting the stream today, because Great Ace was having issues getting into the lobby with Xbox notifications and all that, so. He might not even be seeing the party invites I was sending him. Here we go. Safety car should be in this lap, right? Yeah, safety car in this lap. I was going to say. No reason it shouldn't. Here we go. Gonna get things back underway here now. And there we go. We do that, Great Ace. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. We're getting things back underway. There's a bit of an echo coming from your mic, though, Sean. You are echoey, yeah. Here we... Okay. Yeah. So here we go, back under the restart. Malios putting the pressure back on Vodka Victory here now. Like I said, he is on the faster tire, but his tires should also be more worn than Vodka's. So that's what's really going to decide this here. Is Malios is going to have to pick his moment very carefully. Otherwise, this could end very badly for him and Vodka Victory. So we'll see. We'll see what he decides to do, what Malios decides to do. He's there. He's keeping on Vodka's heels here now, though. Sorry, trying to get Great Ace back in here. Abrupt Pew Pew, though, picks up another 3-second time penalty. These track limits are just not agreeing with Abrupt right now. At all. At the moment. Oh no, yellow flags, though. Drooply Bunyan has lost it again. He's gone off on at the back of the track on the hard tires. Once again, another mistake for Drooply. The Alfa Romeo driver, third in the driver standings, just struggling here tonight so much. Leo now got himself in 9th, just behind Zoom Zoom. Pete the Newfie in 7th, just behind Sparky. You got a huge DRS train going on here in the middle of the pack right now. But here we go, Malios looking to make his move on Vodka Victory. But he doesn't, just barely not enough to make the move on Vodka, I'm afraid. Malios is still stuck behind Vodka. Here we go. Both these guys fighting for the win here tonight. Here we go. Oh, Malios. Just trying to make vodka crack. I think. I don't think he was actually going to go for it there, but I think he's trying to put the fear of God in vodka victory right now. Gonna show like, hey man, I'm here, bro. I'm gunning for you. My goodness. Abrupt Stone Third. Oh no, huge mistake though. Abrupt Pew Pew and the Alpha Tower has gone off now. Has lost it there. Does a 360 to get himself back around, and Abrupt Pew Pew is now in the back with Drupally in 11th at the moment. My goodness. What a turn of events. Some of the fastest guys. There goes Zoom Zoom. Past Slingshot, but DRS has now been re-enabled, so will Slingshot have DRS? I guess not. I guess he's gone past the activation point. Mr. Playbill, though, not too far behind. Neither is Jelly in the McLaren, but they're all still stuck behind Zoom Zoom at the moment. Sparky, though, has moved himself up into 4th. Him and Leo Hamilton have moved themselves up into 4th and 5th. There he goes! There goes Sparky up past the Red Bull driver of Smoke. Smoke loses 2 positions to Sparky and Leo Hamilton. Now Smoke has his teammate Pete the Newfie right behind. Both the Red Bulls are going to have to do their best to get past Leo and Sparky now. Meanwhile, like I said, Malio's still been putting the pressure on Vodka Victory, but Pete the Newfie,
a 3-second penalty.
3-second time penalty. Do you got your audio enabled, Sean?
Yes, I do.
Okay, we got the Red Bulls. Looks like the Red Bulls are swapping positions. Pete's getting by Smoke. Which, again, oh, Pete just, like, going on the rumble curb there, though. Loses the position back to Smoke. So I guess these two are going to try to pull each other. No, I guess they're going to try to pull along here. I thought they were letting Pete go because Pete has shown more pace
Matthew's catching up to Vodka. Oh, is he going to get him?
Let's see, he got DRS on his side. I think they're going to go side by side in the turn 1 here.
Oh,
it's going to be close. Oh my goodness.
We're good.
They're good.
Between these two, look at this.
Good respect. Malios showing some racecraft here. He takes the lead from Vodka Victory. But he goes off on the sand. He goes off on the sand. Loses multiple positions to Sparky and Leo. And now he's going to have the Red Bulls on his back. Abrupt Pew Pew also picks up another 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. That's now, I believe, if I'm doing my math correctly, he already had 2 free seconds, Sean. So I think Abrupt now has 11 seconds of time penalty, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and he goes into the... Yeah, like I said, he's in the pits there now, coming out in soft. So that's a shame because Abrupt... I don't know if you saw Abrupt's quality times, man, but his quality times were well. I want to ask you something, but it's been so close here. It's like it's so intense. You know?
Oh yeah, this is a good race right now.
This is good. This has been a good night for sure. So Sean, I'm assuming, where'd you lose it to, man? What caused you to crash?
I got some dirty air behind Smoke. Smoke and I were laughing and saying how much we were enjoying the wheel, and I went. I come around the last quarter. I was even off the gas, and it just kept swinging. It shouldn't have swung out like that. So I'm assuming it was a dirty air, but or an Xbox glitch. But it kicked, and I couldn't control it, and I went into the wall. But
that's all you can do, but we have Vodka Victory now was under pressure by Sparky. Sparky's now taking lead of the race. He got him, and I think Sparky only started in like 7th or 8th, didn't he? So this is like a huge climb. This is a huge climb up the order for him. You know, his teammate Jelly was actually the faster one of the two, and now Jelly is here fighting Slingshot at the back. And Zoom Zoom as well in the Haas. All 3 of these guys going at it right now. Slingshot looking to take the position back from Jelly. Oh my God, all these guys. I don't know if you see this, Sean, but Slingshot, Jelly, Zoom Zoom, and Playbill are all going at it here at the back. Big 4-way fight here at the back for these points positions between these guys. Zoom Zoom's now.
Slingshot.
Yeah, Slingshot's probably shitting his pants right now. I would imagine. This is
with the pressure. This is great racing.
This is crazy. This is exactly what we want to see. You know, like we said, I hope you noticed, man. Like 5 or 6 of the fastest guys all made huge mistakes tonight. Oh, and Vodka Victory picks up a 3-second time penalty. Oh no! Oh no!
There's McLaren.
What happened there?
We've got chaos.
Playbill.
I'm not sure what happened. But
Playbill,
Blue Jelly,
Zoom Zoom.
Slim's going into the pits.
Yeah, they're all Zoom Zoom having to go into the pits. I imagine Playbill's going to go into the pits as well. Yeah. Oh, he gets right into the back of Zoom Zoom in the pits, and gets a 5-second penalty for speeding. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and Playbill's going to retire in the pits.
Yep.
Wow, that is so unfortunate.
That's crazy.
You know, but that's what the stewards are there for. I hope Playbill submits a clip about that, because that was retarded. What happened there? There was like 3 of them were in a line. It was like Jelly went in between Playbill and Zoom Zoom, I think. There was like a line of 3 of them. He like went in between the 2 of them, and like they all hit, they hit into each other, and Jelly spun from what I saw. So, but yeah, like if Playbill's listening, or Jelly, or whoever was involved in that incident, like that's what the stewards are there for. So hopefully we can see the replay on that. But Playbill retired in the pit, so it's not going to be a safety car. But that is our second driver of the night out. Malios, meanwhile, we were so distracted by that chaos that Malios has dropped down to 5th now. He's behind Pete and Vodka. Sparky's in lead of the race. Like, this is a crazy... I don't know about you... I don't know about you, Sean. I don't know about you, Sean, but this is a crazy race. This has been changing non-stop here. The 2 rivals, Pete the Newbie, Vodka Victory, go side by side. Pete gets by him. Now he's behind Leo and Sparky. These top 5 guys are all super close between each other right now. Playbill just DM'd me. I'm just going to say this. Playbill says, Jelly needs to learn to drive. Holy shit, man. So, well, yeah, that's going to be looked at by the stewards.
Hopefully submit the clips that have the stewards look over. Look at this. We're trying to go 3 abreast.
Here we go. Here we go. All these guys going up here at the top of the hill.
Oh,
my
Pete's
God.
got himself up into second.
Oh, Pete!
Oh, hang on there,
Pete's swerving on my screen.
Oh, yeah,
Pete
he's
loses
all
multiple.
over the place.
Yeah, he's all over the place. Drops down to 4th there. Leo Hamilton behind him now. This is absolute madness. Oh, Pete's rear kicks out again. Now he's going to lose the position. Leo Hamilton looks like... Oh, 2 of them going side by side in the chicane.
Leo and him are hitting each other. Look at this shit.
Yeah, Pete's rear is so slidey right now. It's like every corner Pete's rear is just
he's got to pay attention to those temperatures.
The important thing to keep in mind is that him and Vodka have time penalties. Malios and Sparky and Leo do not. So
exactly.
This is Vodka and Pete's race to lose at the moment. They got to get away from these guys if they want to have any chance of finishing on the podium tonight or even winning the race. But here we go. Vodka Victory. Looks like he's going to go side by side with Sparky into the corner, and he does. He gets ahead there. 17 lap old hards for Vodka. Even crazier. We got to give props. Even crazier though, Sean. We got to give props to Malios with those 17 lap old mediums.
And
Same
Smoke.
thing as Smoke. That is madness. So I'm assuming we'll see Sparky and Smoke. Or sorry, not Sparky. Malios and Smoke pit here soon, I would imagine. I don't think they're going to be able to go much longer on these medium tires. The thing with Pete, though, I don't know if you noticed, Sean, is that Pete already has his pit stop done, though.
That's Pete, right. That's what I said earlier, was that Pete was in the better position because he had to stop and put those hards on after he got into it.
And there's Abrupt taking fastest lap, 118.4. He won't get a point for it, though, unless he finishes in the top 10.
So he still has to finish in the top 10, roger that.
He still has to finish in the top 10 to get the point there for the fastest lap. But, yeah, like we were saying, Pete has already done his pit stop. He's already swapped his tire compound, so Pete doesn't have to pit for the rest of the race if he doesn't want to. So we'll see what he decides to do. It's all in his corner. 27% ERS right now. Malios ahead. Huge advantage.
Have to pit. Sparky's...
Malios is going to have to pit as well.
Yeah, the top 3 are going to have to pit. Yeah, Pete's sitting in the best position right now with Leo right behind him.
Yeah. But yeah, there goes Jelly. Jelly went 11 laps in his softs. He pits again there. Now it's the second pit stop of the race. He pit once before. Oh, Leo Hamilton with Pete. Going side by side through that sweeper. They're going wheel to wheel here. Touch tires there for a second. Touching tips. There we go.
No comment, bro. No comment.
Pete picks up another 3-second time penalty, though. If I just want to do a quick little review. Yeah, so Pete now has 6 seconds of time penalties.
Oh,
so that's gonna
sucks. That's gonna bite him in the ass.
That is definitely gonna bite him in the ass for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Like I said, the track limits around this track are just super janky.
Yeah.
They're all
Your
over
best
the
just
place.
to stay off everything.
Yeah, but no, Leo's still here behind Pete the Newfie. Oh!
Oh, I just jumped on Pete there when he just
Oh!
kicked that out. He was hanging on to her.
Yeah.
Falling a
Ooh.
little bit back behind the top 3 runners.
Yeah, Leo there saved it though. He still got it together. Here we go. Malios now putting the pressure on Sparky, but still not able to get ahead of him there in the DRS zone.
But now Abrupt has caught right up to Blue Jelly here.
Yeah. Abrupt has caught up to him. But yeah,
Buck has got
from
3, Pete's got 6,
Ooh.
Abrupt's got 11.
Yeah. But from that incident there, Sean, ooh! All 3 of these guys getting super close here now. Malio's going side by side with Sparky. Malio's going for the overtake up the hill. Gets past the McLaren. Oh, but him and the McLaren go a little wide there. Go way wide, actually, especially from the McLaren.
Still chasing Vodka down here. He's top 3, top 4.
Yeah, no one can get away now. We got 12 laps left of the race, and everyone's been bunched up this entire time at the front. This is crazy. Leo
needs to
has
think
lost.
about conserving his tires. That's what Pete's got to do. Now race some.
Yeah, Leo and Smoke's mediums are dying now.
Yeah.
Malios and Smoke are still out there. I imagine Malios and Smoke are both waiting to pit to the softs to finish the race. I'm guessing that's what they're doing at this point.
Oh, there we go. Leo's in.
We'll see. Yeah, there he goes. Imagine he's going in for the softs. And I'm sure we'll see Malios and Smoke pit here now soon as well. For sure. Vodka Victory also still hasn't done a pit stop, has he? I don't think.
Stops.
I don't think Vodka Victory is still not stopped, I don't think.
Vodka has not stopped. Matthew has not stopped. And Smoke has not stopped.
No, Abrupt picks up another 3-second time penalty. My goodness, he's getting railed here tonight.
He's just making it so difficult for himself tonight.
Yeah, he got the pace. But he's just
he's got to learn how to put that head down and just get back into it, right?
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so it's still anyone's game at this point. Bro picks up another 5-second for speeding in the pits. My goodness, like I said, the pit entry on the... Yeah, and he retires in the pits. Abrupt Pew Pew is out. He retires in the pits. But at least he did it the proper way.
That's right.
Oh, but Malio's there. I saw it there on the curb.
No.
He just barely went over the curb, and that was his final warning.
Now it's
he got a free
up
second.
to Sparky.
Yeah,
Will
Sparky's
Sparky
the only
get a
one.
penalty to join them? If not, he just has to hang with them. He can go easy on his tires all he wants now. Oh, there goes Matthews going in.
Yeah, Malios has gone in. That is crazy, bro. That is crazy, man, for Abrupt. He was looking so fast on his 1-lap pace, but he was just all over the place in the race tonight, it looks like.
And Bach is still out on those hards.
Yeah.
I think you'll see him come in this lap.
Yeah, definitely. Look,
1.1 back.
He has to, because look, Malios and Smoke now are both out on the softs, and he knows they're going to be flying for these last 10 laps of the race on those softs. So, yeah, Vodka Victory at the least definitely has to come in. For Pete and Sparky, though, it's a bit up in the air.
Yeah, I would say.
Has Sparky done a pit stop yet?
What do we got? 10 laps left? 25 on the hard. Shouldn't be too hard. Oh, Sparky made a mistake there.
Sparky made a mistake. That's allowed Pete to close the gap. I just want to
slip away from DRS from Vodka.
Stops. Yeah, so Sparky and Pete have both already done their pit stops. So technically, Sparky and Pete could go all the way to the end if they really wanted to.
24 on the mediums. That'd be a tough go.
Yeah, I don't think Sparky's gonna be able to take those mediums that long though. So
you never know.
You're right. You're right. Technically, Pete is in the best position right now. If he can keep it together on the hards, though, he has to keep it together on the hards.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Pete goes past Sparky. Up into turn 1, moves up into second now. If I was Pete right now, though, I wouldn't even be fighting Sparky, to be honest. Like, because Sparky is definitely going to have to pit again. There's no way he's taking these mediums to the end. Oh, there goes Sparky.
Penalties. Pete's got 6 seconds, so he's going to try everything to get away from Sparky.
Leo Hamilton posts a new fast lap of the race on the hards to top it all off at 118.2. So Leo could get fastest lap by the end of this. That could be a great thing for himself. But Malios and Smoke are both out in the soft, so there's an extremely high chance one of the two of them are going to take fastest lap by the end of this.
So I wonder if Matthew is thinking, hey, the top three still have to pit, but probably not knowing that Pete doesn't. Sparky at least can have a hard time getting to the end. I think Pete will be okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, Sparky's putting so much pressure on Pete here. Like, if I was Sparky, I would just pit now for the softs because he already knows he's got to pit. There goes Vodka Victor in the pits, and there goes Sparky into the pits as well. Oh, but Smoke picked up a free second. Yeah, you were saying. Yeah. But we have free DNFs tonight. Who would have thought? So yourself, Playbill, and Abrupt are all out of the race. So now anyone who finishes will get points.
Yep.
So it's up to everyone else now to finish for their team. Slingshot in 8th. Malios, like I said, the guys in the softs. Malios 117.8, new fastest lap. Pete takes lead of the race, but like you said, he's on these hards and he has 6 seconds of time penalties. That's the thing. Can Pete really go another, 8 laps on these hards and not lose too much time? I don't know. I think he's going to start losing a lot of time, to be honest. Well, at the same time, maybe he just has to suffer it out in these hards and just hope for the best.
Yeah. Well, Pete's got a great cushion right now because he's 18 seconds ahead, and if he takes it really easy on all the corners, he'll have no problem at all. Right?
But the problem is those 6 seconds of time penalties because they don't even gotta pass him. If they just get within that range, they're just chilling. They can just stay in Pete's DRS the whole time.
Yeah,
oh, Smoke and Drupely going at it there. Smoke and Drupely down to the 2 right-handers. Drupely has to go wide there. Smoke gets past Drupely, but a little shaky from the 2 of them there, in my opinion.
Don't forget, Matthew has to get within 3 seconds of Pete. And there's only, what? We're on lap 25?
Yeah. Yellow flag in sector 3. Zoom went off there.
The Haas, I believe.
Yep, that's going to allow Jelly to pull some time on him there. Zoom making some mistakes. Slingshot now almost in DRS range of his teammate.
Wonder if there'll be team orders here. I think. Oh, he dropped it. Droop dropped it.
Oh no, Drupely making another mistake tonight. Drupely in the Alfa Romeo has been all over the place. Zoom pits again. I thought he was going to finish the race on the mediums.
He's on the racing line. Here comes the McLaren.
My goodness, yeah, but that's a huge mistake. Like, Drupely's been all over the place tonight. Crazy.
Yeah, he was really struggling.
Oh, he spins again, bro. Look at that.
Because of the tires are red hot right now.
Yeah, his 18-lap-old hards are gone, man. He's going to have to pit again. He's going to have to pit again. He's not going to be able to take these to the end. He's going to lose more time taking these to the end than he is if he does another pit stop.
Now, there are,
so what?
26 out of 32 laps.
Laps, yeah. And Malios is gaining.
Oh, there you go.
Vodka Victory posting the fastest lap, but look at that gap. Malios is gaining on Pete. It was like 19 seconds, and now he got it down to 13.
Yeah,
so,
but that's still okay.
So I don't think...
Pete's got about 10 seconds to play with, right? And that's... Even if he loses 2 seconds a lap, he'll still be in front of him. Right? He can afford that.
Yeah.
But he is catching them quick.
But these top 5 guys, man, it's crazy. The top 5 guys have just been together the whole race now. Finally, everyone gets a little spread apart. We can actually calm down a bit. But it's just been madness this whole race.
So, Pete Newfie leading the race. We're on lap 26. They're at 36.
Yeah. Here we go.
He had a little run in at the beginning with Leo.
Yeah. Oh, Drupely picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Just got 5 more laps to go. Should have no problem on these hards. Taking these hards 25, especially with low fuel. All he's got to do is just keep it on the track. Not a problem at all.
Mm-hmm.
Matthews, Malios is
I was just
still 10
messaging
seconds back.
I was just messaging with Playbill that time. Apparently he wasn't streaming and he didn't stay, so he has no replay
Oh no.
for what happened. So he has no way to submit an incident clip. So the only other person involved in that incident, I think, was Zoom Zoom in the Haas or possibly Slingshot. So one of the two of them could be the only ones, but otherwise Jelly's gonna get away with that. Because that was crazy, man. Like he literally like sandwiched himself between the two cars.
Yeah, but you got it on the
Uh,
stream though, didn't you?
I do got it on the stream, but like I'm not racing. I can't submit incident clips, bro.
No, but they can use the stream to take a clip of it.
If they so wish, yeah. But there goes Drupally. Like we said, he had to pit again. He goes back in. So, man, rough race tonight for Alfa Romeo. This is gonna cost them in the constructors for sure. This is really rough for them tonight. Wow. Okay, so let's see here. At the moment, a lot of these guys are on the softs. Leo's on 6-lap old hards. Vodka posts a new fast lap, 117.6.
117.6. That's my teammate.
Pete the Newfie still holding lead of the race, but like I said, it's down to less than 9 seconds now. And we still have 5 laps to go. So, let's look at the penalty. What's the penalty difference here? 6-3. Yeah, that's gonna. Man, I think that extra penalty is gonna cost Pete here.
I don't think so. He's got enough room.
Having that extra penalty over Malios
Still
and
got
Vodka
5
Man?
seconds. He'll be all right.
No, no, an extra 3 seconds. He has an extra 3 seconds of penalties.
Yeah, but
over,
he's still in front of
Malios
him,
and
right? So there's
Vodka.
only 3 seconds difference between second and third, right? They both have 3 seconds themselves, so they have to get within 3 seconds of Pete in order to make Pete lose the race.
Yes, they have to get within 3 seconds of Pete. So unless their softs, I think at this point Pete has to hope that their softs die off like hard. Especially Malios' softs. Malios is on 6-lap old softs. Oh, looks like a McLaren went off again. Jelly has gone off track in the McLaren on the 9-lap old mediums, but he gets back on ahead of Zoom Zoom. Zoom Zoom's going to be right behind him now, though.
This is where Pete needs to put the work in.
Yeah. This is a great opportunity though this is a great opportunity though for Zoom Zoom to gain a position here over Jelly. Like I said, Jelly made another huge mistake there, but yeah, this is where it's all going to matter for Pete is if their softs die off or not, because like I said, they could start losing more time, but again, Pete's hards are so old, man. They're 22 laps old.
Okay, Pete. He's got to think about it. He can only lose 3 more seconds.
Yeah, he can only lose 3 more seconds, and there's still a couple laps to go. That's what I'm saying.
That's
I think.
Right. There's 3 laps to go.
Yellow sector 1. Looks like someone else made a mistake. Someone's made a mistake there.
That may be the Red Bull.
I think that was an Alfa Romeo. I think
Slingshot.
Alfa Romeo made a mistake. Meanwhile, Zoom Zoom's going wheel to wheel with Jelly. Zoom Zoom moves up to 8th ahead of Jelly, takes the position from him. There he goes, up into 8th after Jelly made that mistake. I think that was an Alfa Romeo.
1.8. Vodka, look at this.
Yeah,
Vodka's
meanwhile, Vodka is catching Malios, but meanwhile, Leo on the hards is also catching Sparky. So Leo could potentially gain a position here before the end of this race as well. That just shows that anything can happen. I mean, Leo had pole, and this entire race he's been on the back foot, so after his lap 1 incident. It shows that anything could happen.
Yeah.
But we'll see here now. Like I said, it's less than 4 seconds now.
Oh no,
Malios,
7 tenths to play with.
No, Malios is gaining too much time, man. Look how much time he's gaining on him.
I think he can smell it, and there it is.
There it is.
Has to keep it. Just has to keep it there.
Yeah. All Malios has to do now to get the win is stay. Pretty much all Malios has to do now to get the win is stay ahead of Vodka Victory and keep the 3-second gap to Pete. Leo now is going to have DRS on Sparky coming up to this next DRS zone. So,
it's Vodka. Yes, I think Vodka just got it. We'll have to see.
Yeah, Yep, Vodka now should have DRS coming up to the straightaway on Malios as well. Oh no, did he lose it there by just a foul? No, okay, he got it. He did get the DRS. Yellow in Sector 3, was that Druply messing up again? I think it was. Man, Druply's having a rough race.
Yeah, he is.
Druply is struggling tonight.
Vodka's all over the back of Matthew Malios here.
Yeah, this is going to be Vodka's chance to steal the win away from Malios. And this is exactly what Vodka wants. He wants to pull an even further championship lead on Pete the Newfie. This is his chance. All he has to do, he has a lap and a half to get past Malios in the Haas. Otherwise, this is Malios' race to win. The two of them don't even need to catch Pete. It's all because of that penalty. Nope. But like you said though, Pete technically did the right thing.
He made a mistake.
Malios went a little wide. Yeah.
For that?
He didn't get nailed for it. Probably at least got a warning though. I'm sure.
Oh,
sure. Vodka victory gets another penalty.
That's wrong.
Oh no, that's gonna be curtains. I think.
Wrong.
That's gonna be curtains. How did he get a warning for that? What?
He shouldn't have when he did.
That was not warning worthy in my opinion.
Lap 31.
But like I said, the track limits here are so wonky. Man, going into the last lap, yeah. So now Malios, unless Malios picks up, oh man, it all comes down to this last lap. Can Malios keep it within track limits on this last lap? If Malios gets another 3-second time penalty, oh, there goes Vodka. But like I said, it doesn't matter. But at this point,
Vodka could steal the victory right here. They have the same amount of penalties for us on track. But if they have to get
Malios has 3 seconds.
Malios
has 3 seconds. Pete and Vodka have 6 seconds. So
yeah.
At this point, Zoom has retired on the last lap of the race.
Oh, Pete made a mistake.
Oh, Pete goes wide on the grass.
No way.
No. Pete goes wide on the grass. Oh my goodness. At this point, though, like I said, so Zoom retired on track, but Zoom is still a classified finisher, so I think Zoom will still get 10th place. Zoom will still get 10th place, I believe.
It says DNF, but it is
but he's a classified finisher, but it'll show in the final standings he's a classified finisher because it was last lap of the race. So I think Zoom will still get a point, but still, could have been more. Could have been more for Haas if he had finished in 8th. But regardless, Pete the Newfie, unfortunately, like I said, that extra penalty cost him, man. If he didn't have that extra penalty, he could have won this race tonight. He's going to beat himself over it, but there we go. Malios wins his 2nd race in a row in NACS, even though he only qualified 6th on the grid. He qualified 6th, but he's won the race by the skin of his fucking teeth. All because he did not have the extra penalty that Vodka Victory and Pete the Newfie had.
That's right.
It all came down to the penalties.
That's the way racing goes. That's what I said
how
to the guys yesterday.
That's how it goes.
And stay off the penalties, and you will jump places.
It all came down to the penalties, because otherwise, like you said, Pete would have been in a great position if he didn't have those penalties.
Yeah.
He would have been in a race win position. If Pete didn't have a single penalty, he would have won that race. Same thing with Vodka.
Easily.
Either one of them would have won the race if they didn't have a penalty. But Malios just took it 2 weeks in a row, and not in dominant fashion at all. He just didn't have that extra penalty, so that helped him at the end there. But good stuff to him. 2 wins in a row. Hopefully we can see another bacteria-filled Chewy Malios.
Now, does NACS award any points for a clean race for not having any penalties?
No, why?
No? Well, I didn't know if we had that in our rules or not. That was all.
No.
They do that in another league. And
I mean,
I'd be surprised
think
how much cleaner guys drive because now they're getting points just for clean driving.
No, but there we go. Haas of Malios is winner 2 weeks in a row. That's also, I just want to point out, that's 2 4th place finishes in a row for Sparky. Great recovery drive from him. Fortunately, he just wasn't able to keep up with the top guys because of his tire strategy, but He was there. He was super consistent tonight, but good stuff to our podium. Malios, Vodka, and Pete. Malios is on PC, so we're not going to be able to get him in the party, but we will get Vodka Victory and Pete the Newfie here in the party for a quick post-race interview. Was that Jelly I saw join the party there? Yeah, you might want to have some words of playbill. I mean, he doesn't have... he's not able to submit... He doesn't have any form of video, so he's not able to submit anything, but I don't think he was happy with that last turn, that final two turn, whatever happened there with you guys in the Haas. But it was like the three of you. It was like a sandwich. It was like a sandwich between the three of you guys. Okay. Okay, that's good. Because that was very, yeah, because that was very straight. I've never seen free cars go back to back like that before. That was kind of weird. But here we go. We got Vodka Victory and Pete the Newfie here in the party now for a post-race interview. Sparky also joined the party because he's a little pissed that he's gotten 2 4th-place finishes in a row. He wishes he could be here for the post-race interview, but just not just not the case there, man. But no, good stuff to you though, Sparky, as well. Great recovery drive, considering that you weren't having the best qualifying. But let's talk to Vodka Victory there first, who was fighting for lead of the race for most of the race and then started to get penalties near at the end. How'd that feel for you, Vodka? The track limits, to me, they seem like they were being pretty unfair to you, to be honest. But
oh yeah, I'm gonna go back over there and see if one of those penalties was a little bit of bullshit. See if I can get 3 seconds off, because I fought for that win. I deserve that shit, bro. That was, dude. That
last warning you got, me and Sean, sorry to interrupt you, but me and Sean were watching that last warning that you got was really dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna go review that one, get some screenshots and whatnot.
Yeah.
See if,
also, to Vodka, congratulations. But I also got my stream still going, and I was watching you when you got that. It shouldn't be an issue to have it removed, buddy.
Yeah. So hopefully I can get that, because man, with that second stint on the softs coming back, finding Malios, just like hunting him down, and then finding Pete, bro, and then just. I don't know if they made their own mistakes or if I put pressure on them. Either way, man, I'm sliding past them. And I don't know, not to toot my own horn, but my heart's thin. Fresh mediums, get the fuck out of here.
No, that your own teammate. No offense, Sean, but your own teammate kind of screwed you over there with that safety car, because otherwise you had a clear 2+ second gap to the rest of the field. So. But then that bunched everything back up, and then it was like a 4 or 5 car fight for the lead there. But you did your best. You kept cool under pressure. I noticed you and Matt Malios had some great wheel to wheel there though. So that just showed how clean the two of you guys are. You know. So.
Yeah, man. I'm Alonso and Aston Martin, and I'm gonna drive like Alonso. I'm gonna be the whole track if I can be, man.
Yeah, man, but the track limits at this track are really wonky. They're fine. It's like they're fine until they're not.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna fight for that. I'm gonna fight for that, and either way, it was a fun race. Either way, like, just nonetheless.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, that was an amazing race. That was a great race.
Like I was fighting for the lead on like 18 lap all the hards.
Yeah, no, man, that was great. That was a lot of fun to watch, but. Also, Pete, I don't know if you're there, if you got your headset on.
Yeah,
Pete, I mean, you did what you could, man. That was the right play. It's just you had that extra penalty, that extra 3-second penalty definitely screwed you over as well. Similar to Vodka, that having that extra penalty definitely affected your race there at the end, because otherwise you could have just held the leading position. But as soon as they got within that 3-second range, you knew you were kind of screwed, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no chance once they got in there. I kept asking the engineer how old their tires were. I was praying I could hold on, but my tires were fucking gone, man. 26 laps. Oh god.
What a stint,
but Pete, I said to you before I left to join the shot here, I said you were in the best position, dude, and you pulled it off.
Yeah, it was still a great
good
race for you.
drive by those
Yeah.
other guys though for getting those 20 seconds within those 10 laps, man. Holy shit. Great drive, those.
Yeah, that was crazy stuff. But like I said, you were in the best position, but it was just the safety car just came out a couple laps too early. You know, if you hadn't had to go as far in the hards, you know, you would have had that win. But it is what it is. There was a lot of luck involved. A lot of people made huge mistakes. Drupally, Leo, tons of guys made. I mean, yourself, you made a huge mistake early on as well. So
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
but
That turn one, man. Oh fuck. That's all I gotta say about
yeah,
that.
yeah, it happens. But you know,
That's racing.
so we'll see the incident clips submitted. You know, like I said, if you notice anything, if you see anything on your replay, if you're looking back at your
one, buddy. Don't you worry.
if you're looking back at your like I said to you and
I
Vod.
mean, without the penalties, you're still kind of
Like I said, you two guys, to anyone who's watching the stream for the first time, these two guys are super competitive rivals, if you will. They're looking for they're fighting for the championship, so they're looking for. It's like when Max and Lewis were in 21 when they were watching the replays, looking for any little thing they could to possibly get something from it. So you know. Yeah, look over your track limits, fellas, because there was some stuff there, especially that last warning for vodka. That was kind of bullshit. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with that.
Look
I'll
over
look
your
over my
replay. That's
stuff
all I'm
later.
gonna say.
If it is, it is. If it isn't, it isn't. We'll just see. Either way, the race was awesome.
Yeah, great racing, dude.
Yeah,
I was pulling for you big time, dude. You were really pulling it off at the end there.
That was a really fun race, fellas. Yeah, the first
it was.
25 laps, man. Everyone was. There was always something going on the entire time. It wasn't until the very end.
I had somebody to catch, and when that happens,
Yeah.
I mean, Sidonian has seen me like close gaps so many times, like in laps, man. I love
But
it.
it's
fun.
but at the same time though, Sparky, you started from 8th. You had or 8th or 7th or whatever. You had a rough quali because you know you had the whole disconnect issue and had to rejoin. So for you to recover back up to 4th after that, especially when your teammate had faster pace than you, yeah, that's a strong finish for yourself. It's a shame for Jelly, but I mean I'm pretty sure he still finished in 8th, so still 4th and 8th for McLaren. You know, it's still goods. Basically, yeah, he had the better quality pace, but you had the better race consistency, so that trumped it in the end there. But we'll see next week, fellas. We're at Bahrain for our second sprint race of the season, so that's going to be interesting. A lot of these guys, Sparky, are huge Bahrain haters, so it'll be a great opportunity to snipe some of them for sure. So we'll see how that goes. But anyways, fellas, thanks for joining me for the podium interview. This has been great. This was a great race to watch overall. Lots of stuff going on, and for the most part pretty clean. So yeah, we'll be back next Saturday, same time, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the second sprint race of our season, race 8 at Bahrain. And then the week after we'll be at Monaco. So just keep that in mind, fellas. 2 weeks away from the night race at Monaco.
Exactly. I was going to say, what time at Monaco? It's a night race in Monaco, and I can't wait.
Yeah, so keep that in the back of your mind that Bahrain is next, but then it's Monaco, so I want to put some laps in. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Can't wait, guys. Thank you for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great
good
drive,
race,
boys.
boys. Good
For
race.
sure. Good race, guys. And to anyone watching the stream, have a good night. We'll see you same time next Saturday for Bahrain.
There you go.